Hailee Steinfeld, the versatile actress and accomplished singer who rose to fame with her Oscar-nominated role in True Grit, is now experiencing what many would describe as the golden chapter of her life. Not only is she enjoying a blossoming romance with NFL star Josh Allen, quarterback for the Buffalo Bills, but she is also eyeing some of the most ambitious and defining roles of her Hollywood career. With a career that has already spanned over a decade and included everything from westerns to superhero franchises, Steinfeld appears more confident than ever as she navigates love, fame, and ambition in tandem. Those close to her say that Hailee is not just in love, she's flourishing. Being with Josh Allen has brought a new sense of calm and joy into her life. The two first sparked dating rumors when they were seen together in New York City during the summer, and since then, their bond has only grown deeper. Fans of both stars have noted how happy and relaxed they seem around each other, often photographed sharing laughs, enjoying low-key dinners, or simply walking hand in hand. For Hailee, who has long kept her private life close to the vest, this relationship marks a refreshing openness. While she's never been one to overshare, there's a certain glow and ease about her these days that's hard to miss. Josh, known for his intensity on the football field and calm demeanor off it, has reportedly been a grounding presence in Hailee's life. Friends of the couple say they complement each other in profound ways, her artistic flair balancing his athletic precision, her Hollywood sparkle blending seamlessly with his all-American charm. It's a relationship built on mutual admiration and support, with both individuals fully invested in each other's careers and passions. While Hailee often finds herself cheering Josh on from the stands, Josh has likewise become one of her most ardent supporters, attending premieres and celebrating her latest projects with pride. This newfound emotional stability seems to have empowered Hailee professionally as well. In recent interviews, she has hinted at an upcoming wave of work that will redefine her place in Hollywood. Although she's already starred in major franchises like Pitch Perfect, Bumblebee, and Marvel's Hawkeye, Steinfeld is looking to take on more mature, complex roles that challenge her both as an actress and as a woman. She's been in talks for several high-profile projects, including an intense psychological drama, a romantic period piece, and even a return to Broadway. Her team has confirmed that 2025 could be the busiest and most transformative year of her career yet. Industry. Insiders have taken note of her upward momentum. Casting directors and producers see her as the rare kind of talent who can carry a franchise and deliver nuanced performances in indie films alike. Her ability to shift effortlessly between genres, whether it's action, comedy, or drama, makes her one of the most bankable and versatile performers of her generation. And with her musical career also thriving, Hailee continues to defy the limitations that often box in young female artists. Hailee's recent foray into music has been no less impressive. Her 2022 EP Half-Written Story showcased a more vulnerable, introspective side, blending pop sensibilities with raw, emotional storytelling. Critics praised her for maturing as a songwriter and exploring new sonic landscapes, far removed from her earlier radio-friendly hits. In the months ahead, she is expected to release a full-length album that delves even deeper into themes of identity, empowerment, and love, many of which are inspired by her relationship with Josh. Sources close to her suggest that at least a few tracks on the album are directly influenced by their time together, chronicling the highs, the doubts, and ultimately, the stability she's found in this chapter of her life. Outside of her artistic endeavors, Hailee has also become a powerful voice in social and philanthropic circles. She's continued her advocacy for mental health awareness, women's rights, and education for young girls worldwide. Working closely with organizations like WE Movement and UNICEF, she has helped amplify campaigns aimed at equipping youth with resources and opportunities. More recently, she's expressed interest in starting her own charitable foundation, one focused on creating scholarships for aspiring female filmmakers from underrepresented backgrounds. Her goal, she says, is to leave behind more than just a filmography. She wants a legacy rooted in impact. At just 28, Hailee is uniquely positioned at the intersection of youth and experience. Few performers her age can claim to have weathered the industry's storms, transitioned successfully across multiple mediums, and maintained such a positive public image. Part of what makes her stand out is her rare mix of approachability and professionalism. Despite her fame, Hailee has always maintained a sense of groundedness, whether she's laughing on a red carpet, taking goofy selfies with fans, or posting thoughtful messages on social media. That authenticity has made her especially beloved among Gen Z and millennial audiences. Her relationship with Josh Allen has only amplified her visibility, drawing attention from both Hollywood circles and the world of professional sports. While some initially speculated that the relationship might be a fleeting romance typical of celebrity culture, the two have continued to defy expectations. Their bond seems to be based not on spectacle, but on substance. They share a love for adventure, often traveling together during off-seasons or squeezing in getaways when their schedules align. Whether it's exploring vineyards in Napa Valley, hiking in Montana, or simply enjoying a quiet night at home, their moments together are refreshingly ordinary in contrast to their extraordinary lives. Yet, even amid this personal bliss, Hailee remains laser-focused on her career. In conversations with close friends, she's described this period as a turning point, one where she's beginning to understand her worth, not just as a performer, but as a storyteller and businesswoman. She's now looking to take greater, creative control over her projects, stepping into roles as a producer and even exploring writing and directing. There's talk of her developing a mini-series centered around women in the music industry, a project that would allow her to draw from her own experience while shining a light on systemic challenges that women continue to face in entertainment. Meanwhile, the roles she's currently considering are unlike anything she's done before. One film on her radar involves a biographical portrayal of a 1970s rock icon requiring Hailee to learn multiple instruments and dive deep into character research. Another potential project is a gritty thriller that explores themes of trauma, recovery, and redemption, far from the high-gloss musicals and action-packed blockbusters she's known for. If these projects materialize, they could signal Hailee's evolution into one of the decade's most daring actresses, unafraid to take risks and break new ground. What makes all of this even more compelling is how naturally it seems to be unfolding. There's no air of desperation, no frantic chase for relevancy. Hailee is not trying to reinvent herself because she needs to. She's doing it because she wants to. It's a distinction that carries a lot of weight in an industry obsessed with reinvention and relevance. She's not chasing trends, she's defining them. And in Josh Allen, she's found a partner who not only supports that vision, but mirrors it with his own disciplined pursuit of excellence. For Josh, being with someone who understands the demands of fame and pressure has been a welcome change. His circle notes that Hailee brings out a softer, more introspective side in him. While football remains his primary focus, he's expressed admiration for Hailee's work ethic and creativity, often sharing how much he learns just by being around her. Their relationship, it seems, is one built on mutual growth, where each partner encourages the other to rise higher, not just in career but in character. As they navigate this shared path, both Hailee and Josh are learning how to maintain boundaries in a world that constantly demands access. Their decision to keep certain aspects of their relationship private is not a retreat, but a form of self-preservation. They understand that what they have is special, and in a culture quick to dissect, speculate, and sensationalize, their restraint feels almost revolutionary. All signs suggest that Hailee is just getting started. While many child actors fade into obscurity or become cautionary tales, she's methodically built a career marked by longevity, integrity, and reinvention. With Josh Allen by her side and a slate of projects that promise to stretch her artistic muscles, Hailee Steinfeld is entering a thrilling new phase of life, one that blurs the line between personal happiness and professional fulfillment. She often says in interviews that her goal is to keep growing as an artist, a person, a partner. That growth is now evident in every aspect of her life. Whether she's stepping onto a film set, performing for thousands, or simply enjoying a Sunday morning with Josh, there's a renewed sense of purpose guiding her. It's a beautiful thing to witness. A young woman who's not only having the time of her life, but also laying the foundation for a future that's bigger, bolder, and more impactful than anything she's done before. And if the past is any indication of what's to come, then the next chapter of Hailee Steinfeld's story promises to be her most compelling yet. With love in her heart, fire in her spirit, and the world at her feet, she's poised to not only take Hollywood by storm once again, but to redefine what it means to be a modern icon, one who leads not with noise, but with vision, grace, and an unshakable sense of self. That inner poise, the calm yet determined presence that Hailee exudes, has been years in the making. From her earliest days in the spotlight, she displayed a wisdom and maturity far beyond her age. At just 14, she captivated audiences with a performance in True Grit that earned her an Academy Award nomination and put her name alongside veterans twice her age. But what came next wasn't a desperate rush to cash in on sudden fame. Instead, Hailee took her time, choosing her roles carefully and crafting a path that was as much about longevity as it was about recognition. That foresight, that quiet understanding that the best careers are marathons and not sprints, now forms the bedrock of her artistry. In Hollywood, where reinvention is often synonymous with drastic transformation, Hailee's evolution has been organic. She hasn't needed to shock the public or create controversy to remain relevant. Her transformation has come from within, a gradual expansion of her creative capacity. One day, she's the voice behind a fierce, animated heroine in Spider-Man, Into the Spider-Verse, and the next, she's delivering emotionally resonant verses in her music that leave fans feeling seen and heard. The through line is her authenticity. Whether she's in front of the camera, on a stage, or behind a microphone, she's fully present. That realness, in an industry often built on illusion, has made her an inspiration to countless young people around the world. This next chapter in her career is being shaped not just by her artistic goals, but by her inner desire to tell meaningful stories. In recent years, she's become increasingly vocal about her interest in developing her own projects, stories that spotlight underrepresented voices, explore deeper emotional landscapes, and challenge outdated gender norms. She's been quietly meeting with writers and producers, asking tough questions, and diving into the intricacies of storytelling from a behind-the-scenes perspective. The goal isn't just to star in another hit, it's to be part of creating something transformative. Hailee doesn't just want to play the heroine, she wants to shape the narrative. Her influence is growing beyond traditional entertainment. Spaces, brands, and causes alike seek her out not just for her beauty or fame, but because of the integrity she brings to every partnership. She has spoken candidly about mental health, not as a buzzword, but from a place of deep personal understanding. She's used her platform to advocate for kindness, empathy, and resilience, often posting thoughtful reflections rather than curated perfection. That vulnerability, so rare in the curated world of celebrity, has made her not just admired, but genuinely respected. She doesn't pretend to have it all figured out, but she's clear on who she is and what she stands for. Being in a relationship with Josh Allen has only sharpened that clarity. Their romance, though publicly acknowledged, remains remarkably grounded. They aren't the couple splashing their love across tabloids or seeking attention at every turn. Instead, they find strength in privacy, choosing connection over spectacle. Hailee has described love not as a distraction, but as a source of peace, a safe harbor that allows her to explore, risk, and grow. And Josh, with his own relentless pursuit of greatness in the NFL, mirrors her in so many ways. They're two people navigating public lives with private values, supporting each other's dreams while building a shared life in the spaces in between. Their relationship underscores the larger transformation happening in Hailee's world. For Otsiotas, the first time, she's living not just for the next role or the next album, but for herself. There's a fullness to her life now that informs everything she does. Her performances are richer, her lyrics more layered, her choices more intentional. She's not chasing approval. She's owning her space, comfortable in her contradictions and firm in her convictions. She can be playful and profound, bold and understated, glamorous and grounded. It's in that duality that her power lies. As she moves into the next phase of her career, she's also stepping into a new role, that of mentor and industry leader. Younger actors look to her not just for inspiration, but for guidance. She's taken time to speak with up-and-coming artists, offering advice not from a place of superiority, but from shared experience. She knows what it's like to feel overwhelmed, to face rejection, to navigate the impossible standards of fame. And she's honest about it. That honesty, paired with her empathy, makes her the kind of mentor the entertainment world sorely needs. one who listens as much as she leads. There's a quiet revolution happening in Hailee Steinfeld's orbit. It doesn't scream for attention, but it leaves a lasting impact. It's in the projects she chooses, the way she conducts herself, the boundaries she sets. She's crafting a career that reflects not just her talent, but her values. She's saying no to roles that don't align with her vision, and yes to the ones that stretch her, challenge her, and inspire her. And in doing so, she's giving permission to others, especially young women, to do the same. To choose integrity over approval, purpose over perfection, truth over trend. It's easy to look at Hailee's current moment and call it a peak, but to do so would be to misunderstand her entirely. This isn't the top of the mountain, it's a launch pad. Everything that has come before, every triumph, every struggle, every quiet decision to keep going, has led to this. And she's just getting started. The stories she's going to tell, the lives she's going to touch, the boundaries she's going to push, these are the chapters that will define her legacy. And not just as an actress or a singer, but as a creator, a leader, and a force of change. What's most striking about Hailee at this moment isn't just her talent or ambition, it's her sense of peace. There's a stillness beneath the surface, a certainty that she's exactly where she's meant to be. It's the kind of peace that comes from aligning your work with your purpose, your public persona with your private truth. It's the kind of peace that says, I don't need to prove anything. I just need to be true to myself. And so, with her feet planted firmly in the present and her eyes fixed on a future of limitless possibility, Hailee Steinfeld stands ready, not just to continue her journey, but to shape the very landscape she walks through, not with noise, but with vision, not with chaos, but with grace, not with fear, but with the unshakable strength of a woman who knows exactly who she is and exactly where she's going. It is that unshakable inner compass that sets Hailee apart. She doesn't need to raise her voice to be heard, nor does she chase the spotlight. It follows her naturally, drawn to the quiet confidence she carries in every step. In an industry often dominated by flash over substance, Hailee is proving that lasting influence is built through intention, depth, and authenticity. Every decision she makes, from the roles she selects to the causes she supports, is filtered through a deep understanding of her purpose. She doesn't waver in the face of pressure. She doesn't compromise to please others. She creates, she leads, and she lives on her own terms. The road ahead is filled with potential, not only for career milestones, but for personal fulfillment. Hailee is no longer defined solely by her achievements. She's defined by the balance she's found within herself. That balance fuels her creativity, informs her values, and guides her vision for what's next. She knows that true legacy isn't built in moments of applause, but in the quiet, consistent work of staying true to oneself, day after day, choice after choice. With clarity in her heart and courage in her stride, she's moving forward, not just as an entertainer, but as a storyteller of depth, a role model of substance, and a woman whose impact will be felt long after the cameras stop rolling.